Father, we thank you for this world that we live in. We thank you for the opportunity to come together and harvest this honey. What a blessing. What a wonderful treat. And Lord, these bees, magnificent creatures, we thank you so much for them. Lord, watch over us and watch over these bees as we attempt to harvest some honey and correct this hive. We thank you in Jesus' name.
Amen. Hi, you guys. This is Dash from Bloom Where You're Planted. We are at my brother-in-law's house where I have we share a hive, and he is my beekeeping buddy. So I'm so excited to have him on board. And we're going to check the hive for the first time in spring. Now, we came in the fall to try to check to see if they had enough honey to make it through the winter. But we noticed right away that there was a cross comb situation. Instead of building on the bars that you provide them, sometimes they need more space in between, and they'll build diagonally across the bars this way. So we knew that if we pulled any of the bars to check for honey or check on the bees, that we would break that comb. It would fall in there and it would be a mess. So we didn't want to mess them up at the beginning of winter. So we decided to leave it all winter and just check on them in the spring. The hive is doing great. A few days ago it swarmed. So I'll give you some footage of that. My nephew caught it and recorded it on his phone. So what that means is when the bees are swarming, it means that they produce a new queen, and the old queen leaves with about half of the bees and swarms up somewhere about a mile away, somewhere in a tree, and as they're searching for a new home. So that's okay. We're just working with probably half the bees than we had a few days ago. So maybe honey production might be a little less, but it's not really a big deal. So we just couldn't get into them any sooner because it has been raining every weekend. So finally we have a beautiful day and we're ready to crack into these girls.
We're going to open up the bottom hatch as we close up for the winter. Set that aside. There we go. There's a screen under here that keeps varmints out, helps to ventilate it during the summer.
Man, they've almost built all the way to the end.
And if you look here on the end, you can see a lot of cross combing going on all the way from here over. This is all cross combing. I don't know if we can get that on the camera. Good.
Well, that's interesting. They had a little bit more to go. It's interesting that they swarmed. We think they swarmed. Because they're not full up, huh?
It's not full up, but it's
close.
We do have some honeycomb here.
All right.
Right there.
Let me grab the bucket.
There's one of these cross combs. So it's going to be tricky getting that out.
Okay. We're going to get sticky, folks.
Because these are all connected. And we do have some now. A lot of it's open. Yeah, this is all open. They're producing honey right now, but it's not capped. None of it's capped.
Well, that's okay. We can use the beeswax. So,
yeah.
I mean, to correct the cross comb situation. If it wasn't capped, I would leave it. But since we're correcting cross comb, I would take it.
Yeah, we've got to get it out of there anyway. So.
Yeah.
And this is a hive beetle trap. Capture the hive beetles. We do have some ants messing around in here. I don't see any down inside the hive, but I see them on the outside.
How does that hive beetle trap work?
Well, as hive beetles get in here, the bees will actually corral them into this, and there's line.
Okay.
Down inside there, and they get down there, they can't get out, and it kills them.
Which means we have to leave a space for the bees to get into the top part so they can run the beetles down into the trap. And so there's a space over here.
The bees chase the beetles into that trap.
Yep, the hive beetles, yep. It's a major pest against bees.
I'm going to reach down in here and get this comb out of there. Oops.
I'll get the bucket ready.
That's capped honey right there. That is
Awesome.
capped honey. Where's that brush?
Here it is. Yeah, and you can get a bee brush, but a paintbrush that's never been used is really good too.
Sorry, girls. I know.
They are being so gentle and sweet. Quite the ladies today.
Well, that's where they started. That's where they started.
That's where they started
cross.
cross-combing, yeah. That's mostly drone brood, so I wouldn't actually keep it. There's a male bees, and they're not going to be our workers. So in this situation,
So do we want to
I wouldn't keep them.
take and cut this off? We're going to get this, put it in the bucket.
Yeah, we want that honey.
Okay, well, let's put it in the bucket. Let's
Okay.
brush these guys off.
I'll get the knife.
Come on, girls. I know.
So you're cutting the whole thing off.
And then we'll separate it, yeah,
Okay.
when we go to process the honey. All right, girls.
And you can see this is drone brood because it's lifted up. The worker bee brood is flat. So these are male bees that are produced in the springtime to mate with queens. They leave the hive and mate with queens in the area. So every hive produces them every spring. But in this case, because of the cross-combing, we are not interested in keeping those. Oh, that was heavy, man, when it dumped into that bucket.
Yeah, solid.
Yeah, there's a lot of honey and all that. All right,
Bunch more in there.
and I'm gonna keep putting the lid on the bucket to keep the bees from going in there trying to save the day.
Now we're gonna go ahead and start cutting all this cross comb off,
Okay.
putting it in the bucket. Yeah, this big hunk here fell out already, so I'm gonna have to. Oh, it's all falling off. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Just gonna pick it up and put it in there.
All right.
It's a bunch. It's a bunch.
As you guys can see, this would be really hard to do by yourself. It's just, in my estimation, it's a two-person job. So I'm so thankful for my brother-in-law, my buddy beekeeper.
Hey, Bobby.
And my knight in baseball cap and jeans is filming for us, so thankful for his courage too. He's suited up though, everyone's safe and suited up. In the South, that's what we do.
They are so thick in here, I can't even see the combs. There's so many bees looking through that window.
We're amazed by these insects and God's creation, and just, they're amazing.
When you find out what they do and why they do it and how they know to do that is just a mystery.
Yeah, absolutely. We said the queen is replaced with a new queen when they swarm, but we said I hope she's nice.
Yeah, I hope you do.
Because they go mate. The new queen,
landlady's nice.
exactly. The new queen mates with other bees in the area, and there can be some Africanized genetics there. So your hive can turn a little bit more aggressive on you, or a lot more aggressive on you.
This looks really pretty.
But these girls are doing great. Okay, again, that's a lot of brood.
Wow,
And some honey.
look at that.
Yep, a lot of honey and some brood comb. I would take it. I don't know. What do you think? Because it was their start of the cross comb.
Yeah, because it's all messed up the way it is. I want to go ahead and harvest this.
All right.
I'm going to go ahead and take this brood comb separate. I'm going to go ahead and put this capped honey.
How can I help?
I just got to get a better handle on it.
Okay.
There we go. Oh yeah.
Come on, girls, get out of there. Get out of there, girls.
Now I'm wondering if I want to go ahead and attach this to bar using our tape technique.
Okay.
Here, we'll do another piece just like it. Tip this over, tape it on the thing here.
Looks good. And the bees will just remove the tape. Yeah, you can do it with rubber bands. Yes, you can. We found this way a little bit easier for us, but
So
either way.
them right there. They can go back and start filling that one in. Get this one free. Yeah, see, it's nice and
I think it's
clean.
attached a little bit. Is it attached on that bottom edge?
Back over here. Sure is. Good catch.
So a knife is a really good tool to have.
Yeah, very nice.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay. Some beautiful honey there. And that is brood. That is not drum brood. That is worker bee brood. Yeah, okay, awesome.
Look at all the worker bees there. My goodness, look at them go.
Oh man, as we're getting
So you know what? I think
into the
we're
brood
just gonna
nest.
maybe just take and leave them to their own, not disturb them anymore. Very good. All right.
You all right?
Yeah, that'll be up my pant leg.
You had to be up your pant leg. Okay, is it gone?
Yeah. Well,
Alright.
actually, no, I'm still going to walk around, but he's going to stay.
Okay, why don't you stop and just walk away
Oh,
and
that's okay.
get him out. How's the one in your pants doing? Okay, good.
He died.
I'll say that.
We don't want it to climb all the way up, Don. That might be bad. We don't want it to sting the family jewels.
We'll know.
Yeah, we will.